Tonight at 10, deputizing for His Majesty the King, Tourism Minister visits the West Bank city of Bethlehem to attend Christmas celebrations. A fire at a hospital in Saudi Arabia kills 25 people and injured more than 123 others as it rips through the intensive care unit and the maternity ward. And Iraqi security forces recaptures areas in the city of Ramadi from Daesh terrorists on the second day of an assault to drive the terrorist group from the city. Good evening and welcome to the 10 o'clock news. Deputizing for His Majesty the King, Minister of Tourism Naif Al-Faiz is attending Christmas celebrations in Bethlehem. During his visit to the West Bank city, Al-Faiz will convey greetings and congratulations of His Majesty and Jordanians to Christians in the West Bank. Thousands of Palestinian Christians are also expected to attend the celebrations. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and Prime Minister Rami Hamdallah are scheduled to attend the midnight mass in the traditional birthplace of Jesus in Bethlehem together with dozens of foreign officials from different parts of the world. The Palestinian Ministry of Tourism said that nearly 1 million tourists visited Bethlehem during 2015. Latin Patriarch Fuad Twal led a procession from Jerusalem into Bethlehem, where he is expected to lead worshippers in the midnight mass at the Church of the Nativity.
I'm honored to attend Christmas celebrations in Bethlehem on behalf of His Majesty King Abdullah II. I congratulate our brothers in Bethlehem and Christians in general on the occasion of Christmas. Yesterday, we celebrated Prophet Muhammad's birthday, and these two occasions are dear to both Muslims and Christians.
Jordan has welcomed the signing by several Libyan parties of the political agreement in Skhirat, Morocco. Jordan's permanent representative to the UN, Dina Qawar, praised the efforts exerted by the UN mission in Libya to broker the deal and support the agreement stakeholders while stressing the importance of assistance to the national government. In a UN Security Council session, she expressed hope that the political agreement would be an important step in fostering security in Libya and improving the humanitarian situation. Underscoring the importance of international support for the new government in all fields, Qawar said the states must ensure that no political vacuum be created. Israeli occupation forces killed 4 Palestinians in separate incidents in the occupied West Bank as a 12-week surge in street violence showed no sign of abating. In the latest in a wave of almost daily incidents, a knife-wielding Palestinian hurt 2 guards near a Jewish settlement in the West Bank and was shot dead. In other locations in the West Bank, another Palestinian was shot dead while trying to stab a soldier, and a third after injuring a soldier in a car ramming. Near Qalandia in the West Bank, Israeli troops carried out an arrest raid and shot 2 Palestinians who fired at them from within a crowd of rock and petrol bomb-throwing protesters. Local medics said a Palestinian was killed and 6 wounded, while the Israeli army said 2 soldiers were hurt in the incident. A fire at a hospital in Saudi Arabia killed 25 people and injured more than 123 others as it ripped through the intensive care unit and the maternity ward before dawn. Details of the fire and its victims were scant, but photographs published on Twitter by the Saudi Civil Defense Agency showed smoke and intense blaze which appeared to have severely damaged the interior of the white-walled hospital. The fire broke out at the General Hospital in the southwestern port city of Jazan, the capital of the Jizan region, one of Saudi Arabia's areas near the Yemeni border. Saudi Arabia's Al-Ikhbariya television interviewed a witness who said the cause of the fire appeared to be electrical and that it swept through the hospital in just 3 minutes. Iraqi security forces reported progress in recapturing some areas in the western city of Ramadi, west of the capital Baghdad, from Daesh terrorists. Iraqi forces are attempting to move further into the center of Ramadi on the second day of an assault to drive Daesh militants from the city. Security officials said troops and tribal fighters took control of several districts and are advancing towards the main government complex. The Army's Chief of Staff expects up to 300 militants inside the city centre to be dislodged within days. But there is concern for the civilians they have reportedly taken prisoner. The Arab League reiterated its condemnation of Iran's interference in Arab countries' internal affairs and said it violates international law and poses a threat to regional and international peace and security. In a statement following an extraordinary meeting in Cairo, the Council called on Iran to refrain from threatening to use force and to stop provocative actions to an attempt to incite sedition among Arab peoples. The Arab League also voiced support to measures taken by Qatar to secure the release of Qataris detained in Iraq. The meeting, which was chaired by the United Arab Emirates Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, also discussed the Turkish presence in northern Iraq. The United States and its allies conducted 18 airstrikes against Daesh terrorist group in Iraq and 6 in Syria. The airstrikes in Iraq were concentrated around the northern city of Mosul, where 9 strikes destroyed 24 fighting positions related to the group, 2 vehicles, 2 machine guns and an excavator. 5 strikes near Ramadi, where Iraqi government troops have been waging an offensive to retake the city, destroyed 5 command and control nodes. In Syria, 4 strikes near Aleppo hit 3 tactical units and destroyed one of the group's fighting position and logistics facility. Syrian Foreign Minister Walid al-Muallim said during a visit to Beijing, Syria is ready to take part in peace talks in Geneva and hopes that the dialogue will help it form a national unity government. Muallim, who spoke to reporters, said he had told Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi that Syria was ready to participate in the Syrian dialogue in Geneva without any foreign interference. He said, "Our delegation will be ready as soon as we receive a list of the opposition delegation." Muallim voiced hope that this dialogue will be successful to help in having a national unity government. 18 people, including 6 children, drowned after a boat carrying migrants sank off Turkey's western coastal town of Dikili. The Turkish Coast Guard rescued another 21 migrants from the sea, including a 1-year-old baby, and is still searching for 2 more people from the wooden boat, which capsized due to rough seas and overloading. The International Organization for Migration said that the number of refugees and migrants arriving by land and sea in the European Union has passed 1 million this year, and almost 4,000 died or went missing. At least 500,000 refugees fleeing Syria's civil war have traveled this year through Turkey, then by sea to Greek islands, their first stop in the European Union. Severe storms unleashing tornadoes, heavy rain and hail across the southern and central United States left at least 8 people dead and dozens injured. The storm also caused traffic problems as holiday travel began in earnest for the Christmas holiday weekend. The stormy weather scrambled winter getaway plans in Florida, even as dreams of a white Christmas melted in northwestern swathes of the country where warm temperatures prevailed. Authorities said a large tornado wrecked a 100-mile stretch of northern Mississippi in the late afternoon, demolishing or heavily damaging dozens of homes and other buildings in a 6-county area before plowing in Tennessee.
Right. Now just keep it going for a little bit.
Divers dressed up as a Santa Claus and Rudolph delivered presents to sea creatures at the Sunshine City Aquarium in downtown Tokyo on Christmas Eve. Santa also hugged a shark and swam through the aquarium as visitors watched in admiration. Divers also led a school to fish to form a Christmas tree by ringing a special bell that attracted them underwater. Visitors were also delighted by a Christmas carol handbell band played by seals and aquarium staff, followed by a dance performance.
他の準備がありますので、そこでお別れ。
Sweden's Robin Söderling, the player best known for being the first man to beat Rafael Nadal at the French Open, has retired from professional tennis because of a long-running illness. The 30-year-old, twice a runner-up at Roland Garros, has not played an ATP World Tour event since 2011 due to mononucleosis, an energy-sapping viral illness. Söderling spent 10 years on the tour and rose to world number 4. And finally, cold weather continues in most regions for the rest of tonight with easterly light to moderate winds. Frost formation is also expected after midnight in hill areas and the Badia and eastern plains. Similar conditions continue across the kingdom tomorrow with easterly light to moderate winds. The Gulf of Aqaba should expect fair weather tomorrow with northerly moderate to brisk winds and slightly high seas. Next are the lows and highs for tonight and tomorrow. And to close here, our top stories once again. Deputizing for His Majesty the King, Tourism Minister visits the West Bank city of Bethlehem to attend Christmas celebrations. A fire at a hospital in Saudi Arabia kills 25 people and injured more than 123 others as it rips through the intensive care unit and the maternity ward. And Iraqi security forces recapture areas in the city of Ramadi from Daesh terrorists on the second day of an assault to drive the terrorist group from the city. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news. I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I'm Lawal Balkar. Thank you for watching and have a good night.